Like the video and subscribe right now to help this crab quit smoking. I have a huge spiky holly in my side yard which I'll let grow out because my neighbor's kids were constantly running through, looking in windows, etc. These are standard size suburban houses and there's a perfectly good side yard on the other side of their property. They just used mine instead. So I just let that holly grow and never pruned it. Then one day I come home and it's been cut way back, almost to the trunk back. Next time I see my neighbor, she tells me her kids were getting scratched up, so she cut back the bush. I was still plotting my revenge when they went into foreclosure and moved out. Thoughts on going through those full body security scanners at the airport while almost 33 weeks pregnant? They say they are perfectly safe, but they also say ultrasounds and Dopplers are perfectly safe as well. So I don't trust anything anyone non-natural healthy living advocates say. Also, if I opt out of one and chose to get hand searched, will that cause more problems for my husband and kids? Like, will they have to wait forever on me, or will they treat my husband like we are terrorists or something? Anyone have experience not going through one? Don't use the scanner, banned in the EU for unraveling DNA. Opt for pat down, it's no problem. I demand absolute censorship of the K-word on Twitter. If my demands are not met, me and millions other women will delete their accounts. The attack on innocent white women has to stop. Twitter has become a platform for insults. Dear millennials, stop saying Karen. Karen is a sexist and racist term equivalent to the N-word for white women. Calling a woman Karen is an attempt to get rid of women's right to stand up for themselves. My son has a huge infected spider bite. We got a little fluid out, but he won't let me touch it. Would you take him to urgent care or the ER? Cold milk and bread, wrap around, repeat a few hours. Crazy but it works. Bread draws out the poison. Dip the bread in the milk and cover it up. This happened to me when I was young. I just moved to Miami and have to get a ROVA test/quarantine for 2 weeks before school, which is fine. I was asking where the best places to get tested were, and one of them seriously said, oh, you can pay for a fake negative test and you wouldn't have to quarantine. Tons of people do it. He collapsed during a game Friday night. His mother says his organs will help those in need. Please keep his family in your thoughts. When was his last vaccination? That's literally all I can think when I see these stories. Our kids just had pizza at the food court. Now they act like they are on drugs. Everything is so funny all of a sudden, and they make strange noises. Seriously, there is something in it. Anyone else experienced that? We were extremely disappointed this evening at Veduta Rabbit, which claims to be a dog-friendly restaurant. Our 7-month-old puppy is very well behaved and loves to sit quietly on a chair next to us. A waiter came to take our order and smiled at the dog. He came back a few minutes later with our drinks, and not once did he mention that our dog could not sit in a chair. Another waiter came over and told us that according to their policy, dogs were to stay on the floor. So our poor puppy had to sit on a dirty floor. I cannot understand why dogs are not deemed important enough to be respected and not given the dignity they so rightly deserve. I certainly won't be going there again. Shame on the management and its archaic policies. Real life science experiment. And I both tested positive for strep throat at 8:30 p.m. We both took our first dose of medicine at 9:30 p.m. He is taking only the prescribed antibiotics and I'm taking only the strep virus homeopathic. Stay tuned for results. Let's go to the dispensary today, and don't give me that shit you're at your limit, because if you were at your limit you couldn't get any. You smoke and I smoke, there shouldn't be no reason why you can't get me some every once in a while. And all I want is only 3.5 Gs, so that's not a lot. This morning, the young barista woman told me that a customer came in with a mask, but not wearing it. When she asked the customer to put on her mask please, the woman said, why? There's no one in here. If you don't believe they can inject a computer chip into you through a vaccine needle, think again. This is a photo of one next to a grain of rice. Does anyone know if the incline is open? Still closed? Is there a way to access it anyway? Haha. Today we are taking the name Karen back. Domino's is giving away free pizza to people named Karen. Karen. I don't like Domino's, though. Two different women have tried to cut the line at the postal place by saying they were just dropping off packages like the rest of us were there for the love of the line. So my 6-year-old woke up with a fever 102.7. Took her to the doctor and she tested positive for the flu B. Doctor prescribed her Tamiflu. I don't plan on giving it to her. So that's out. I've been giving her elderberry syrup every 2 to 3 hours. Her fever comes and goes. What else can I give her? She's eating and drinking well. Is it okay to eat cinnamon rolls while pregnant? The day my husband asks me to pay halves on rent is the day I pack my bags and go where you can't even afford half rent, mate. Hi. Just wanted to let you know that we loved the cleaning last week and was wondering if you could come back every month. Also, we are wondering if you could give us a discount next time. We saw you refilling your water bottle from our sink. It seems not a big deal, but our water bill is high, especially with our new pool. Looking forward to seeing you again. Thank you. Can you send me the $20? What 20? The one for the cake I brought. Wait, why am I paying for that? Well, it was your party. You asked me to bring dessert, so I did. So I want to be paid back for that. What? No, everyone who came brought something. Have you never been to a picnic party before? I'm not giving you any money, sorry. Oh duck you. You should've told me beforehand I wouldn't be paid. So I could've said no. Featured comment. Limbics. The school nurse, when they realize that ice doesn't cure frostbite. Impossible. If you want to be featured in the next video, use hashtag dankness. Declare this. Coronavirus has no power over me and my family. We have immunity over all viruses and diseases. We are perfectly healthy in spirit, soul, and body. Jesus is our shield. Amen. Feeling rebellious as of late. May form a protest later. I don't know. Me wearing no mask and going the wrong way down every aisle in Walmart. There will come a day when they will hunt people to vax them. It's part of the agenda. Prepare. Now your kids will die off on their own. No reason to hunt them down. Why would you not want your child to have a birth certificate? How would that be a positive thing for you or them? I'm not being snarky here. I'm really curious about the concrete reasons behind this choice. No one has ever given me any concrete reason why they really need to have one. The things I keep hearing are health insurance, tax money, school, future job. Unless I have something more than those things, I'm not worrying myself over it anymore. Americans are actually just going to go extinct. 10 little monkeys jumping on the bed. One fell off and bumped his head. Mama asked the mom group and the mom group said, "Have you tried essential oils? I hear hyperactivity is a vaccine injury. I'm calling CPS." Mamas with teething babies, you better put a egg in a sock your baby has worn and hang that MFR above the door of the room your baby sleeps in at night. My baby girl used to have the roughest time waking up sometimes every hour or two and just want to chew on some then go back to sleep. But not since we put this egg up. Baby girlie's been sleeping so peacefully and so have we. I bought this pool 2 days ago used, drove 2.5 hours to Newport Richie while prepping the ground and leveling it. I hit a pipe. I had to call my landlord. He came over and said we can't have a pool. Apparently it's too heavy to set onto of the septic. So I would like to get my money back that I spent. I'm firm on the $650. I paid $500 for the pool, $50 in gas and $54 new hoses for the sand filter, also $10 on sand. I feel betrayed. My husband is splitting his estate between me and his daughter. Should I find another man? If anybody has kids on an app called Discord, please delete it. It's a pedophile's dream. Police are involved. You've been visited by a bald guy. This guy will give you a punch unless you comment. I'm not a monster. Thanks for watching. Do not forget to subscribe for more daily videos.